Hello and welcome to a Blexplanation of the 5th week of Fall Ball. There were no new informational developments this week, just players. So let's get into it. The Crabs gain Amos Melon, who falls from the Moist Talkers rotation. They are the first player who has evolved to base 2 to appear. They are an alternate, negative, and had a smooth item. The Shoe Thieves collect Kathy Matthews from the Garage's Shadows. Kathy has previously played for the Jazz Hands and Flowers, and was an alternate. Falling to the Jazz Hands was Tyreek Kane, a player from the Firefighters Shadows who has never seen active play. Whilst in the Shadows, they became an alternate, negative, and scattered. Crevel Gesundheit joins the Sunbeams, having previously been a Magic pitcher. They were a negative and scattered before Black Hole entry. The Millennials add Hernando Winters, who falls from the Shadows of the Jazz Hands, having never seen active play. And the Moist Talkers obtain Tad Seath, last seen pitching for the Shoe Thieves, and also having played for the Dalley, Pies and Worms. Tad is an alternate, negative, roaming, on an Odyssey, and scattered. But Tad is also known for having been one of the 2 original redacted players who sparked the investigation. The Dalley collect Richmond Harrison, a base 1 batter from their own lineup, but Richmond has made appearances for the Tigers, Moist Talkers and Sunbeams too. They were a siphon and had a chunky item. Emma Blueberry joins the Wild Wings, making their appearance from the Spies Shadows, where they have spent their whole Blaseball career. They were scattered when last seen. The Garages get Baby Triumphant straight from the Firefighters lineup. Baby is reverberating, magnified, and scattered. The Georges gain McKinney Vaughan, who falls from the Fridays Shadows. Despite never having played, they became an alternate, negative, and have a super idol item. Grit Freeman falls to the Tigers. A Spies Shadows player with no games to their name, they were scattered. And the Magic acquire Rat Mason, who retreated to the Tacos Shadows in Season 24. Rat also played for the Rising Stars, and is the only player to have evaded collection by the Vault Legends, doing so not once, but 3 times. Rat has 1 ego, is uncertain, and scattered. The Flowers add Jessica Telephone to their roster. Jessica was last seen pitching for the Stakes, the team they made their debut on in Season 1. But Jessica is the most travelled player to have fallen so far, having been the in-demand batter of both Discipline and Expansion era. They have played for 7 other ILB teams, the Rising Stars and the Shelled Ones Pods. Jessica is an alternate, negative, honey-roasted, and has 4 ego. The Mechanics gain Tevin Melkin from the Shoe Thieves Shadows, but they have pitched for the team. They are also scattered. Falling to the Lovers is Joshua Watson from the Wild Wings lineup. They've also played for the Firefighters, Crabs and Breathmints, and are an alternate. The Firefighters catch Parker Parra, previously a batter for the Garages, but having also played for the Crabs and Flowers. Parker has the flinch modification, which they got when the Crabs lost to Jessica Telephone and the rest of the Shelled Ones pods, as well as a Pro Skater item. The Fridays collect Anathema LMFAO, who was last seen pitching for the Millennials. They are an alternate, negative, and triple threat. Gian Jasper falls to the Breathmints from the Mechanics Shadows. They have batted for the team and are a minimalist and scattered. The Lift acquire Natha Spruce from the Shadows of the Moist Talkers. They have never seen active play, but are evolved to base 1. Esme Ramsey joins the Spies, having previously batted for the Shoe Thieves. Esme is heavily decorated, having flinch, Earlbirds, flippers, subtractor, and scattered modifications, as well as a gravity item. The Tacos receive Yulia Skitter, who falls from the Lovers' Shadows. They have played 6 games and became scattered. Falling to the Worms is Arturo Huerta. They were a pitcher for the Garages, are a negative, and are in possession of a chunky item. Lucas Petty falls to the Pies from the Tacos rotation. Lucas has also played for the Breathmints and was scattered before their entry to the Black Hole. And the stakes add Egan Harrison, last seen batting for the Shoe Thieves. They have also played for the Firefighters, Mechanics and Jazz Hands. Egan is an alternate, roaming and scattered. 5 players to a team now. The Shoe Thieves saw 4 of their players fall, meaning 2 weeks in a row the team with the fewest fallen players sees the highest amount fall next week. So the Crabs, who have only seen 2 previous players fall so far, should be hopeful for some friendly faces in the next draft. The Garages have taken the lead for most returned players, with 9, but as over half of the fallen players have come from the Shadows, that isn't the biggest surprise. Arturo Huerta falls from the Garages to the Worms, joining previous teammate Denim Alfredo, along with Kathy Matthews, who fell this week, and rejoins Oliver Lufa. That makes a total of 9 pairs of players who have fallen from and to the same team together. Thank you for joining me for another Blexplanation. I'll be back with more Blaseball fun and facts soon, but until then, rejoice, play ball.